Most of the stuff that Project Veritas has put out has been really plausible. Documents about algorithmic bias, emails, and he's got a whistleblower providing documents and giving a statement, so I lean more towards it's very likely that this stuff is true. Plus, I believe Veritas does a decent job of vetting their sources. You don't have to trust them. You can criticize them for things that they've done in the past, but we have documents that are corroborated by on-camera statements as well as other reporting from other sources. That's why I'm more likely to believe this is true. However, this latest document drop by Veritas is so insane. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to hold a little grain of salt here. I'm not saying I don't trust them, but listen, if this document proves to be true, it is a document telling their employees how to protest and giving them examples of far left protest chants. If this document does prove to be true, I mean, this is, I imagine what you're going to trigger. It could trigger emergency hearings. These are literally advocating for no wall, sanctuary cities, like far left policy. They are giving these examples to people of how to protest. Now, the document they released from Resist at Google is about teaching people to protest. Okay, the examples they give, far left policies. That's what's mind blowing. So I'm going to say this. I reserve the possibility that Veritas slipped up on this one just because it is outside the realm of what I find to be plausible. But I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying, look, I have no way to verify the document. Everything they've published in the past has been like, look, when Veritas published the documents, you actually had a guy on camera talking about the documents. You actually had Jen and I talking about certain things that appeared in the documents. You have a leaked email with a bunch of different people on it. This is just not, it's just very unlikely to be faked, but possible. I always reserve the right to be wrong. I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world. But the reason I'm saying all this is not to discredit or insult Veritas in any way. I think, they've come out with real proof of wrongdoing and corruption from over the past several weeks. It's just, I really can't believe this this document telling people no ban, no wall. These are, you know what the chant was? They were chanting in California, no ban, no wall, no USA at all. That's what they were chanting. And so they have those hashtags here. We know what that rhetoric is. No USA at all. Internal at Google. So again, I'm saying if it's true, I'm doing a heavy disclaimer on this because, wow, seriously. So if you're someone who trusts Veritas, this is shocking information. I got to do this. I'll do it with a lot of videos. timcast.com/donate. There's a PayPal option. There's a cryptocurrency option, a physical address. I really, I could use your support. Comment, subscribe, engage. We're dealing with censorship, overt censorship, and we're seeing it from within Google. So it's possible those of us who challenge the machine will get purged at some point. Veritas has had his videos removed. He's been banned from Reddit. Vimeo took the video down. Yeah, the censorship isn't going to stop. So I'll say this. If you think what I'm doing is important, don't rely on YouTube to recommend my content. I ask you to share it and to check out all of this content across all the podcast networks, Spotify, Google, iTunes, etc. I know they're big tech as well, but at least there are alternatives, and I'm on minds.com/Timcast. From Veritas, leaked new Google document, Resist, shows internal beginner's guide to protesting. Resist at Google. So we'll skip the subheads. Project Veritas has obtained a document from an insider at Google which appears to show internal suggestions of how to protest political events. Project Veritas founder James O'Keefe says, this document leak is the fourth in a series of leaks from inside Google and their subsidiary YouTube. This new document appears to show internal coordination of political protests which contradicts Google's public statements that they are politically neutral. More tech insiders are coming forward, and we will continue to work with them to expose the secrets of Silicon Valley. The document labeled The Beginner's Guide to Protesting, Googlers Unite, states it was created to, quote, assemble best practices and ensure that everyone feels comfortable and pumped about resistatgoogle.com marches and protests. Why is Google organizing a specific arm to protest? Very weird, isn't it? Check this out. The document includes politically charged example chants. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it now? Means nothing. Oh, hey, hey, ho, that Muslim ban has got to go. Overtly political. Show me what democracy looks like. Yeah, that's generic. No ban, no wall. No ban, no wall, sanctuary for all. No ban, no wall, America's for all. Yes, the actual chant they used in California when I filmed them was no ban, no wall, no USA at all. The video, it's on Twitter, it's on YouTube. No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. From Palestine to Mexico, all the walls have got to go. That is like, these are examples, but these are overt political statements being recommended to their staff about how to protest. Okay? They say 1, 2, 3, 4, bring your rich, bring your poor, 5, 6, 7, 8, no more fear, no more hate. So a lot of them are generic and mean nothing. In the section titled Do's and Don'ts, the document tells readers that they should not feel obligated to stop at crosswalks and that the point is to disrupt. Look, I have no problem if they want to teach people to protest. And this may be like one employee saying, hey, I want to set something up. But if this email is real, resist at Google, that means Google has allocated email server space to a protest-oriented group. In the they say, Google executive Jen Genai said in a response to the first of 4 Veritas Google reports, Google has repeatedly been clear that it works to be a trustworthy source of information without regard to political viewpoint. In fact, Google has no notion of political ideology in its rankings. That is not true. More insiders can securely share their stories with Veritas. Okay, so then they have the document, and I have it pulled up, and there's some statements we'll go through, but I'm going to say it again, man. When I saw this, I don't believe it. I really don't. I really, really don't. So while I trust Veritas to vet their sources, like the Pinterest stuff checked out, you know, we saw this stuff. He did a demonstration showing you couldn't post this, and then Pinterest published a statement saying, yup, we banned them. Plain and simple. O'Keefe was right. Veritas was right. This insider gave a statement. He gave documents to Veritas. They're Google documents. So listen, I want to stress this. I'm a very skeptical person, right? I don't overtly trust Project Veritas. But one of the documents they released, I could independently corroborate some of the information. Some of it. I don't want to act like I was able to confirm everything, but there was some of it I was able to confirm. Because I also have sources within Google. They're not giving me these kind of documents. So this one is so shocking to me. I find it hard to believe. And I want to stress, it is possible that people will leak fake documents on purpose to discredit journalists. So I'll say this now. I just hope Veritas have crossed their T's, dotted their I's, and are acting with the utmost care right now. Because, like I said, their stuff in the past has checked out. They're being banned for it. One of their documents, I was able to corroborate some of the information. So I trust that what they're presenting is most, like I can say, I'm leaning towards it being true because I was able to corroborate some of this, and the Pinterest stuff checked out. I don't know how to explain it. Like, this document goes above and beyond to show that Google is encouraging their employees to protest and giving them examples of statements that are far left. Look at this. Let's look at this section. What to bring? A sign. Feel free to make your own sign, but you don't need one to participate. Ideas for signage include no Muslim ban, no wall, don't be evil, refugees welcome, immigrants welcome, make America welcoming again, Googlers unite, resist, never again, no ban, no wall, this is not who we are, Muslims cure cancer. It just seems so over the top. You know what? I'll say this. Whether or not it's real or fake doesn't even matter at this point. Of course, Google might deny it, but that doesn't change the fact that this is being released. And with what we've already seen from Veritas, we have already seen Dan Crenshaw, Ted Cruz, and now Louis Gohmert issuing a statement about Google's activities. Crenshaw and Cruz grilled Google staff. How soon until we actually have an oversight hearing, a launching of an investigation into the political bias of this company and their suppression of legal speech in politics? More importantly, you can argue First Amendment, fine, but we're talking about election meddling here. We're talking about a company telling their employees to say things like, no ban, no wall, overtly political, resist. They say, have a plan, bring a friend, debrief afterwards with resist@google.com. I'm sorry, man. I'm shocked to see this. They do say no violence. Okay, I appreciate that, Google, assuming this is true. No shouting obscenities, don't escalate. Absolutely. Look, I'll say this, for the most part, outside of the political statements, it's fairly good advice. Don't escalate, no dangerous routes. Now, I implore people, stop at crosswalks, okay? Sometimes you can, break the light and you'll have like police or the numbers to like actually stop traffic. Be careful. I'd be really careful about this stuff. So anyway, I'll leave it here. Veritas published this document, and if this turns out to be true, these are overt political statements, direct calls to action and advice on how to commit these actions. This is above and beyond anything we've seen already. This shows Google to be acting as an overt activist organization within a certain capacity. But maybe it's not real. Look, this one throws me for a loop. It is what it is. If you want to trust Veritas, it's on you. A lot of journalists don't. Their information of the past few weeks has checked out to a great degree. The Pinterest stuff checked out. Okay, I've corroborated some of the details, but this one, I just can't believe it. I really can't believe this. This is truly, truly insane. So, man, I just don't know what else to say. More segments to come up in a few minutes, and I will see you shortly.